Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Spotlight. My name's the Right Spartan, and today I'm joined by Lovable Halo Addiction. Welcome.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, and yeah, we're doing a little content creator Q&A today, so I'm going to be asking a few questions, and we're going to be having a nice chat. So I'll just jump right into the questions. The first question that I've got for you is, what exactly is Lovable Halo Addiction?
It's a lot of things personally. For me, it was just something that I wanted to do for Halo photography, and it just blew up into something completely different. Because
Hmm.
back then, I used to do Halo photography like back in like 2007, right
Right.
when Halo 3 came out, and I kind of forgot about that. That was like my high school years. I'm like 27 right now, so I'm literally like pushing 28 this Tuesday. I'm like an old man. So, so basically, I was like, you know what? Let me just try to find my old Halo 3 files. This is before Bungie.net got taken down
Mhm.
completely, which
Yeah.
happened recently, which is really sad.
Yeah, it
But I
sucks.
was like, let me get all my files that I've taken like years and upon years ago and like upload them to Instagram. And then I realized I could use this so much more with Halo, and it turned into Lovable Halo Addiction, which
Yeah.
is pretty interesting because for me, like Halo Addiction is just, I guess, a saying. I don't want to sound very dark, but it's supposed to be like a concept of addiction, but with Halo. So it's a healthy addiction, okay?
Yeah, no,
And
I'll back that up.
all right, good. I don't want to be like any drug disclaims. Like this kid's promoting drugs. What's the matter with him? How does he live with himself? What's the matter with this kid? Yeah, but for first off, I think besides just the Halo photography, I've always been like an avid like Halo collector. So
Mhm.
anything that has anything to do with Halo is just Halo addiction. That's what it comes down to. So
Yeah,
that's really just Lovable Halo addiction in a nutshell.
sweet. And it's been really cool to see like all the different kind of, I suppose, angles that the Lovable Halo Addiction takes, or that you take with Lovable Halo Addiction. It's weird because you kind of you are Lovable Halo Addiction, but that's also the name of the brand as well. So,
Oh yeah, basically.
um, but yeah, no, it's cool like seeing like all the different things. I know you recently you put up something to do with like a Halo Reach display stand, which I really loved
Oh
because
yeah.
I've been
Oh yeah. That.
collect. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying. Yeah, that thing took forever. Oh my god, that was crazy. What he
Yeah,
does if he
they do.
what he
I've
doesn't
got.
know, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically, I got for Christmas actually a Halo Reach standee. My sister actually got it for me from like a
Mhm.
collector, and that thing's been in the box for like not 4. How long has it been in the box? Like 10 years probably. And what's crazy about it is that thing has been in the box for 10 years, and I open it up and like there's all this instructions and stuff, and this like cardboard is probably like a fossil, and I somehow put it together. Thank God my dad helped me. But that thing's just like in my basement right now, just looking at me every time I play Halo. So I
I
guess it
honestly
was for the
wish
best.
I had enough space to like get out all of my like my display stands because I've got like Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5. I got a
Oh
ton of them,
wow,
and
that's
I just
crazy.
they're all just like like flattened underneath my bed right now because I just don't have the space. Like I'm a big like collector as a whole. Like not just Halo. Like I'm a big anime fan, so I got a lot of figures, a lot of all that other stuff. So I can definitely understand the addiction behind the collecting side of stuff as well, because I'm very much a geek that collects a lot of stuff.
Oh, believe
So,
me, like my basement is like a freaking museum. It's crazy. Like I've been like collecting for a while now as well. So if I were to ever, get kidnapped or like, kick the bucket, I could see like my whole family like arguing over who's getting all my assets because I got like weird stuff too. Not like this normal standees. Like I got like unopened game fuel that's like if I open that thing up and drink it, I think that would kick me. I don't know. I think I'd kick the bucket if I were to drink some like expired Halo 3 game fuel or something. I'm like, what do
I
I
can
do?
relate.
People are like, "What do you do with your money when you get paid?" I'm like, "I buy expired soda," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's really good." Like, do you drink it? No, it's just on display. Like, who buys stuff like that? I'm like, I do. They look at me like I'm nuts. So,
I've still got like loads of Halo 4 Mountain Dew still
oh, you do?
unopened. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Because it's hard to get it's hard to get Halo stuff over here in the UK. So like anything that we do get, like I'm like I must save this no matter what. I originally had about 30 bottles unopened, but just space wise, it wasn't realistic to keep them all. So I ended up emptying like I think like 25 of them out, and I only kept like five.
You monster. You
But
guys sold
yeah.
out on eBay.
Oh no, they would have been a nightmare because they're in plastic bottles instead of the cans, right? Like the other stuff, like the Halo 3 promotional stuff was. Because they're in bottles, like over time, the bottles have like deformed and gone all weird. So it just makes it a bit hard to sell that kind of stuff because it's like, is it new or is it like damaged or is it like it's that weird kind of middle ground grey area when it comes to selling stuff. But yeah,
That's what happens though. Like every bottle I've gotten on eBay has been like deformed and bent and stuff because that's what happens over time.
yeah, the air
And
gets all funky inside of them and they like compress themselves. It's really strange.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend drinking that though.
No,
Just saying.
no, definitely not. I wanna be around to play Halo Infinite, so
That would be nice
I won't be I won't be drinking that.
if that
Uh,
ever comes out. Do they even give like a release date on that? Like I don't even know. They say it's November, but do you believe them? I don't know. I remember the day that Halo Infinite got delayed. I was at the beach and I'm just like joking around. I'm like, watch like Halo Infinite get delayed. I said that like early in the morning because I heard like a lot of tension with COVID. And then later that day at the beach, I see this giant disclaimer from 343 saying that Halo Infinite got delayed. I was so upset. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I'm thinking it's like 2 months or something. I'm like, at least it'll come out in March or something. Nope, November. I'm like, okay, great. So
suppose we'll have to
it,
wait and see.
thanks, COVID. That's all I can say. Freaking COVID really did kick everyone in the teeth this year. So I have
It
to say,
did.
Halo has been like I think a good outlet for me, really, because like I don't know, people are still going out and doing stupid stuff. I'm like, guys, there's a virus going around killing people. Why don't you just stay home and enjoy a video game? I guess that's like asking too much. I don't know. A little crazy, don't you think?
People like to go out and live, I suppose. I don't know. People that don't like getting told what to do.
Yeah,
But
they're
yeah,
like
I mean,
a bunch of Karens. They're like, you can't tell me what to do. What's the matter with you? You don't know my story. Oh my God.
so moving on to kind of the one of the platforms for Lovable Halo Addiction, which is Facebook. Obviously, over the last few years, it's become a harder and harder place for Facebook groups and Facebook pages to kind of exist and thrive. What has Lovable Halo Addiction done differently to kind of stand out and keep that growth going on Facebook?
I mean, for me personally, I usually do the typical post daily content a day, and I'll try to share my work to Facebook groups as much as I can.
Hmm.
Some admins like that. Some people say it's self promotion when really it's just my work.
Yeah,
It's up to them. But for me personally, I don't really try to worry too much about my growth. I worry kind of more about my content when it comes to like stuff like that. Like
yeah,
I've met a lot of amazing like Halo fans on Facebook though that do like actually appreciate my work. Like some kid messaged me like the other week and told me that like hit my work like did like a like how could I say this without sounding cheesy? Like it kind of sparked his childhood again. That's what his exact words, which I found very like inspiring and like I'm
cool.
just happy that I do inspire a few people with the work I come out with.
Yeah,
And it makes me feel a little bit better about myself because I'm not trying to sound like woe is me, but it is somewhat stressful because I do post like 15 to 17 posts a day. So Halo has, besides playing the game, like making content does take up a lot of time. Believe
hmm
me, my girlfriend has to put up with my Halo photography on a daily basis. So, so basically, like I think I'm against this little story. Basically, like last year when we first started dating, we went to the pumpkin patch, and I was
hmm
just doing. I'm very big with Halo action figure photography. I'm a big
yeah,
fan of the Joyride figures of Halo, like
yeah.
the Halo.
The
If you're
good figures.
the best figures, the Halo
Yep.
2 Joyride figures are the best, and they're like so expensive. But lucky me, there's an antique store by my house that was getting rid of a bunch of figures, and they had Halo 2 Joyrides opened. So I got like a
Nice.
nice discount. So I got like a good handful of like a Brute, a few Spartans, the Prophet of Mercy, all those cool characters. I already got like Chief and Arbiter, a Grunt, just the usual gang.
Awesome.
And basically for like a good hour, I was just out there taking pictures with the figures and my girlfriend's just sitting on her phone on a pumpkin just enjoying herself. She puts up with my Halo photography, so that's all.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, she puts up with it. So it came to the point that she's just like she just accepts of my nerdy Halo-ness and all the crap I do with her. She's used to it by now. Like every time I would go out in public with like my parents and we would go like somewhere nice, at least take
Yeah.
pictures. My mom would be like, "Don't try to torture her with those Halo pictures." I'd be like, "Oh, like I can't I can't be 100% and say it's not gonna happen. If something is like really nice, I'll take a picture. That's what it comes down
Yeah,
to. So, but I really did like. I love. Have you ever heard of like arboretums before? Or no?
can't say I have no.
Well, arboretums are basically like very like nature trail type areas, and New York is
Right.
very known for arboretums in certain areas. Especially in New York City, there's a place called the Botanical Gardens, and it's a very beautiful place.
Mhm.
Like during like the spring to summer, like there's flowers everywhere. It's very beautiful. So like for photographers, they love to take pictures. And I'm not trying to sound like the ooh, I'm a different photographer compared to everyone else, but like I'll be seeing everyone just taking the typical picture on their phone, and they're probably like thinking to themselves like, "Damn, I'm a really good photographer. I hope someone hires me." And then there's just me in the distance with like my whole little, I'm gonna say it's a satchel, okay? It's a satchel. I
Yeah.
got my little Halo 3 satchel with all my figures in it, and I'm just like setting up a little scene going on. I got like two Spartans shooting a brute and a dead Marines in the background, stuff like that. And
Mhm.
my girlfriend's just like, she's enjoying herself, and I'm just doing all this stuff. And everyone just looks at me like I'm nuts, and I don't really care because I'm having a good time. That's what it comes down to. So,
Yeah, no, it definitely comes across in the pictures as well. You know, I know you post a lot of pictures with like yourself actually in them as well.
oh
Um,
yeah,
and you can definitely tell that you're having a lot of fun when you're taking the pictures and when you're setting them up and stuff like that. It definitely comes across that
oh
you're having a
believe
good
me,
time.
recently, because well, it's the winter right now. There's New York's been like hit by like mad, like a lot of snowstorms. So after
Mhm.
one snowstorm, I was like, let me go. I just recently got a Halo Reach game fuel, the Carter edition, which is I think just regular Mountain Dew, but has a little Carter on the Noble. They have the one Carter character on the cover, which is
Yeah.
really cool. So I'm like, let me go take a picture. But I usually go with the persona where I usually kind of wear a suit with my Halo Infinite helmet.
Mhm.
So I'm basically in the back freezing to death because my suit doesn't have any like protective clothing, and actually it's just basically wearing like a very light shirt and then an overshirt. So I'm freezing to death as like my sister takes pictures of me with this game fuel, and I'm freezing to death. And she's like one of those perfectionists where she won't take one picture, she'll take 50 pictures, and I'm just standing there. And you can't see, like, thank God I'm wearing a helmet, but the look on my face is just pure horror because I'm freezing to death. I'm like, okay, I want to get the picture done, but I don't want to freeze to death. Can you hurry it up a little bit, please? So it's fun. And I have to say, like, I'm trying to just bring back as much like Halo memories as possible. I think a really cool Halo collectible I got last year, which was really cool, was I got a Halo 3 Burger King cup,
Oh,
which is really
nice.
awesome. I've never seen those before. I've seen them on Google Images, of course, but I've never seen it in person. And the guy was
Yeah.
getting rid of it. I'm like, let me get that. And I won the bid. So I was like, yes. I'm not going to tell you I dropped $75 on the cup,
Well,
little plastic cup, but yeah, I bought it. Yeah, I
listen,
know. It's
I'm in no place to judge spending money on Halo collectibles. Trust me.
of
I think
course.
I think my most expensive purchase was the Halo 3 Weta ring. I think that was like £500 I
Which
spent
one
on
was
that.
that?
The Weta like silver sterling ring. I think there was only like a very limited amount of them when Halo 3 came out, and they're even rarer now. I think they're probably worth like upwards of £2,000 now.
Damn. I've never
Um,
seen that before.
yeah, I mean that's how rare they are. Like I've only ever seen one on eBay in my entire life. That's how rare they are.
That's
Um,
crazy.
so yeah, I am in no position to judge when it comes to spending money on Halo stuff because I've spent more than enough in my time.
Of course. I'm like an avid autograph collector, not just Halo, just like in general. Like I'm very big with autograph collecting. But I
Yeah.
think the coolest autograph I've obtained Halo related that some people don't realize, basically the Prophet of Mercy from Halo 2,
Hmm.
he was played by Hamilton Kemp, I think is the name. He
Hmm.
literally passed away like 2 years after Halo 2 came out. That's why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if people know that or not. But his autograph is so hard to find. And I found recently last year, someone was selling like I guess he went into like a place and found like all these autographs, and one of them was his. So I got it. So I have a Hamilton Camp autograph, which is really
Oh,
awesome
that's
because
awesome.
I'm trying to get all the rare. I'm trying to get like all the rare Halo autographs at the moment. I know like
Mhm.
Chief and Cortana, they're kind of simple to get because they sign a lot socially. But I'm trying to
Yeah.
get like the weird ones you never like heard of and stuff. Like, wow, he did a voice. Like the weirdest thing was I got for Christmas actually. I got I forget the guy's name. I'm being dead serious. Like I'll try to give you the best details of what he looks like. you ever watch like The Big Bang Theory? He's like one of the characters in that. He's like the creepy guy with like he's bald with like a big nose, but he's like a comedian. I literally I forget his I can't have him on the top of my head, but he voiced the Marine and Halo 2 grunts because I'm gonna say it's now Halo 2 grunts were my favorite grunts
Uh-huh.
in like the whole series because the Halo 2 grunts I thought were just like the funniest and like they sound the best. And I was really upset when Halo 3 came out and the grunts didn't sound the same from Halo 2 because they switched the voice actor.
Yeah.
So and plus my girlfriend, she's obsessed with grunts. So that's another reason why I kind of like started looking more into like the I guess the lore of Halo. So
Mhm.
but I
Two
got his autograph, which is cool. So
two good autographs to get would be to having both voice actors of the Prophet of Truth as well, because obviously that
yeah,
the
there's two of
character.
them, right?
Yeah, there's two different voice actors, but for the Halo 2 version and the Halo 3 version, and I don't know. I'd imagine getting both of those as separate autographs would be quite cool as well.
Yeah, you got to
Uh,
go in person to get them because I think the guy who voiced the Halo 2 Prophet was he's a bigger actor than I think the Halo 3 Prophet because I've seen his work. He's been in a lot of stuff, that guy.
mhm.
So, and actually, you want to hear you want to hear some crazy story that you might sound me I might sound very stalkerish with this, but this is how dedicated I am to try to get an autograph. Okay, so
Okay.
one of my favorite characters in Halo is of course Sergeant Johnson.
Mhm.
Okay, he's a great character, and I was so upset when he died in Halo 3. And
Yeah.
for all those people who were blessed with not knowing he died, I remember when Halo 3 came out, I was getting it in 2 days, and my friend decides to ruin the whole ending of the game for me. He's like, "Yeah, Johnson dies from the Oracle, and then you blow him up." I'm like, "Well, thanks, buddy. I was like gonna find that out myself, but you kind of spoiled it for me."
Yeah.
So basically, but the actor's name is David Scully. That's his name, and I've looked
Mhm.
online for ages to find his autograph. And I guess he's signed socially, but no one's like willing to sell his autograph online.
Yeah.
So there's a website where I guess it's if you're like big into sending fan mail, I guess you could send fan mail to like these actors, and maybe you have a chance of them like returning the mail back. I guess if you just like depends on like some people will like send like an envelope with like a picture and they'll sign it and then just
Yeah.
like mail it back. Like something very simple. Like for example, my dad's friend's very big with that, and he got like Fonzie, for example, to he sent him like a little picture and Fonzie signed it and mailed it back to him, which was like really nice of him. A lot of
Mm.
actors that in their prime, I guess, do that when like
Yeah.
they're really big. So for
Yeah.
example, David Scully, I think I have his address. I'm not gonna like release it. It's a little weird, but I think I have his address because he popped up on the website, and I got a little Sergeant Johnson Funko. So hopefully, I'm just gonna ship this thing out, and I'll make sure like it has enough money to go there and back and stuff, like the shipping and everything. And
Yeah.
hopefully, he'll sign it. So fingers crossed. I'll
That would
get
be
around to
super
that one day
epic.
because I
Yeah.
want to meet the guy so badly, and he never does any shows when COVID wasn't happening. So I don't know. It'd be nice to meet the guy. So
I
that's how
mean,
it goes.
like my chances of meeting people are pretty much zero living in the UK. Because like,
I
when do
think he's
we
from the
ever?
UK.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah, because I looked. I think his address said something UK related. I had no clue what it
Oh,
was. It
damn.
was like some. Yeah. So you have a better chance of
Maybe I just need to
meeting him
clue
than I
up a
do.
bit. Yeah.
There you
I
go.
know. I know a lot of the like voice actors are US based, and it does make it hard to like. I mean, like when I went to the Halo Outpost Discovery in Orlando, like that was a very expensive holiday, and that
Oh,
was just
believe
for
me,
a weekend.
I actually went to that one as well. Isn't that funny?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
I went
probably saw
only
me there.
probably. I only went, but the thing is, I only went Saturday. Did you
Ah,
go
well,
Saturday?
I was there all weekend, so
Oh shit! Wow, damn. Yeah, for me it was like Outpost. Did you meet John Chief and Cortana or no?
yeah, yeah.
Lucky. Oh my god, I got
After
like so much
complaining enough,
anger. How'd you get it? Because that's what annoyed me.
so
This is. I'm not okay. Go. You go first, and I'll tell you my story. Okay.
what happened with that was on the Friday they had a signing with just it was Steve and Kiki Wolfgill did a signing, but it wasn't announced anywhere. It wasn't thingy. It just happened spontaneously. So I luckily was in the right place at the right time to get that. Um, After that, they held another signing on the Friday evening, but that many people turned up to it that they had to basically say, right, it doesn't matter how long you've been queuing, we're gonna raffle the places off now. and did it like
Really?
there and then. It was awful. Like, bear in mind, this was the first Outpost Discovery like event, so everything was very trial and error. So
Of
there was a
course.
massive like shitstorm, to put it politely, on Reddit, and like it was just a mess, right? So then Saturday rolls around, and people are queuing from 6 a.m. for the signatures for Steve
So
and
I
Jen.
had no chance then. I guess that's
No,
what it was.
and basically what happened with that is the security were letting them queue up, but there wasn't meant to be like a queuing time. You wasn't like allowed to queue before a certain time according to the actual like ticketing system. But this because the event staff didn't stop anyone, people just queued for like 8 hours so that they had a space. And so at this point, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get to meet like Jen, um, or like see Steve again. So I was furious. I basically went up to the organizer and was like, listen, I'm not being funny, but this is not what you promised. This is not what it was said was going to happen. I've travelled. I used the kind of I've travelled from the UK card because I'm gonna. I
Should have
spent a
done
lot
that.
of I spent a lot of money to get there. So I said, I've come all this way. Like what are you gonna do to basically fix this problem that you've caused? So they were like, well, there's only 60 places. There's only 60 tickets, but we haven't give out the 60th ticket because we're keeping it for emergencies. But you can have the 60th ticket.
Oh,
So
really?
so I've
You
got,
were.
I've actually
Oh
still
my
got
God!
I've
You're
actually still
lucky.
got the ticket that says 60 on it as well. Um,
You're
so
lucky.
I got like the ticket that wasn't meant to be given out basically, from the manager of the entire event, which was, I forget what he was. It was like a third party company. It wasn't 343 Industries or anything like that. It was like third party, like company that deals with like kind of those levels of events. But yeah, anyway, so that continued throughout the day, anyways, because there was obviously multiple signings for each day. By Sunday, like like it was even worse, to be honest. The VIP lounge, no one was getting the badges checked at the VIP lounge. So you just had people going in who weren't VIP. So it kind of like I had a VIP badge. It kind of made having a VIP badge feel a bit redundant. Um,
Oh yeah, I heard about those. Yeah.
and then like at the end of Sunday, they said, "All right, we've got a surprise for the VIP people," but they wouldn't tell us what it was. So they made us sit around and wait. And the surprise was Jen and Steve coming to do other signings. So like I could have freed up like a good 5 hours of my time on the Saturday if I'd known that VIP people were gonna get this signing on Sunday.
Hmm.
Because bear in mind, the queues for the attractions were like 3-4 hours long sometimes, and that's
Yeah.
just for a single attraction. So like getting hold of like getting told that after like wasting 5 hours the previous day was like rage inducing. But luckily, I got to meet Bonnie and have a chat with Bonnie and talk to her for a bit, so that was worth it. And just talking with Sketch, talking with you know a lot of the other 343 members. It was worth it for that aspect, but it's very poorly
Cool.
managed. But obviously,
Uh,
it
you
was
had
the
a better
first
time than I
event.
did.
Well, I'll let you tell your stories because I mean,
Yeah, you're. I'm not gonna lie. Well, you won all 3 days. I literally won one day. So, and I wasn't even there the whole day. So that's my amazing story. Can I go now, or are you finished with yours?
go ahead. Feel free to tell a
Okay.
story. Yeah.
Oh, mine's beautiful. Well, basically, I woke up super early because I was taking the flight down to Orlando, so I'm half asleep already, and I remember I wanted so badly. I got like this unopened Halo 3 figure of Chief, like shooting the Flood. It's like a special McFarlane edition. It's like one of those legendary ones.
Oh yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice.
That one's super cool.
I still have it. It's on
Was it the
display. It's really
camo one
nice.
or just the
No,
regular one?
it was the clear one. I like the camo, but like I want to have like a nice detailed looking Chief, so I got the
Yeah.
regular.
Hmm.
So I go there, and first off, no one tells me that VIP it was VIP that got the autograph signing. I really just wanted to go there just to like even I loved one. I took like so much pictures and stuff and participated in a lot of the events.
Yeah.
But for me, it was more like I just wanted the autograph, to be honest. I wanted to meet them and get their autograph. That was like my main concern. And I
Hmm.
somehow found my way in like a 343 panel, and they were talking about like the graphics. I had no clue what the hell they were talking about, and I'm just pretending to care. I'm like, yeah, I understand. I like when you walk into like a different class that you're not supposed to be in
Yeah,
college.
yeah,
You're like, this isn't my class, but I don't want to leave right away and make a scene. That's what I felt like when I walked into that room, and there's all these people like graphic design degrees and crap, all asking to work for 343, and I'm just like, where's Jen Taylor and Steve Downs by any
yeah.
chance? So whatever happened is I never got a chance to meet them, which happened. I knew it
Damn.
was gonna. I saw the interview though, and I filmed it, which was really great. I at least participated in that, which was fun. I met like two other kids there that seemed pretty chill, and we like met up and had a good time. I did take a lot of photography there, which was great. I think my favorite photo I've taken to this day is I got a really good shot of I guess the 405th Infantry Division, that Halo cosplay team. Those
Yeah, yeah.
guys. I
They're
got a really
awesome.
good shot of Chief, like Steve Downs, shaking hands with one of the other guys. I got like a really good picture of that. So
Oh,
I think that was like my favorite picture. But overall, I heard the VIP thing was pretty messed up because people were like paying so much extra money for just like a Funko. And I bought a Funko for $10 there. And I bought like I bought a few things from Outpost. But literally that Halo Funko I bought that for $10. And people were telling me that the VIP ticket, if you didn't get like an autograph by the two, was just like so much extra money than the regular ticket. And people were
mm.
getting ripped off like
VIP
nonstop.
was so much more expensive than a regular ticket
It
that
was, I heard.
it was ridiculous what we got given. Because like we just got a gold Funko, and then like some other bits that were like that. What we got in the bag that was for being VIP was worth less than the difference between a regular ticket and a VIP ticket. So like the whole VIP experience was meant to be like, okay, well the rest of the money is based on how good the VIP lounge is, and the meet and greets that you're meant to have with 343 in the VIP lounge and stuff like that. But all that extra stuff just very rarely happened. Like, yeah, obviously 343 industry members went into the VIP lounge, but you just had to be there at the right time, right? It was like, I don't know, being like a VIP didn't really give you anything great,
It
and
gave you a special
it gave you a
privilege.
title of,
Nothing to a title of doing nothing.
yeah. And like the thing is, like obviously it was the first one, they're not going to get everything right the first time, and I could understand that because I was there for all 3 days, and I got to speak to like the organizers, and I got to speak to the what the people who were doing the behind the scenes stuff, so I got to understand why things weren't going the way they were planned to. But for people who were just going for one day, like I really felt bad for them, because the experience for the at least the Orlando Outpost Discovery was definitely not what everyone was expecting. Um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I could talk on about all the other things that happened. Like people on Friday, right? The gold pop Funko Pops didn't have a sale limit on them, so people were just buying like boxes, like actual boxes, like
I should have
16, 20, like
I should have done that.
yeah. Well, people were buying them because they were $10 each, and they were selling on
Yeah, I
eBay
know.
for like $80 each.
I know. It's
So
crazy because like I was like $10 for a Funko and the golden one. Sure, why not?
yeah, it was crazy how cheap they were. But yeah, anyway, on the Saturday, that's when they put the one per person rule in. But what they did was it was one per person, but not like one per person over the whole 3 days. It was just one per person per day, so you could just buy one every day anyway. Um, but yeah, anyways, I feel like I could ramble on forever about Halo Outpost Discovery, and at the end of the day, I gotta weigh up like it wasn't what I expected it to be, but I made a lot of good friends from that event, and
Of
that's the
course.
most important thing, right? Like the whole the thing that I'm doing right now, talking with you, the Halo Spotlight thing, probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the process of that event, because I met the guys who created Halo Respawn. I mean, I was on the team that helped create Halo Respawn before it turned into Halo United. Um,
Wow.
and without kind of being in that Halo Respawn, Halo United team, I probably wouldn't have branched out and then made Halo Spotlight. So, yeah, everything happens for a reason, right?
Of course. I don't even know how you like everyone gets into these little Halo cliques. I can't get into them. Like I'm making a following for myself, of course, but like trying to get into that little clique of Halo with like, people like Respawn, for example, it's like finding a needle in the haystack, I feel like. I don't know. It's hard for me.
I
I
feel
don't know
like
how like everyone does it.
there's a lot of clicks in the Halo community, and it's sometimes it can be a bit intimidating or daunting to go into a click if you're not really like previously spoke to anyone, I suppose, in that group. But
Oh, of course.
once you take the first step, it's really easy. I mean, like me and you speaking right now, that's like you're in my click now, right? You're in my group of like,
Hooray.
yeah. So I mean, who knows what's going to come out of this once this is out and people are listening right now. Um, who
People
knows
are
what's going to
listening?
people are
Oh my
listening.
god.
Well,
Oh my god. Are they next to me? Are they in my car right now?
luckily they're not listening at the time of the recording. They're just listening
Oh,
like
they're
at the
not under
time
my
of
bed. Okay,
once it's
gotcha.
out.
They don't watch me
um,
sleep at night. Okay, that's good.
but yeah. Anyways, Halo Alpha's discovery for Orlando was a bit of a mess, is
Nah, it
the
wasn't.
thing of that. But we'll move back onto the questions, which we were
Okay.
here to ask. Um,
Wait. There was questions.
I know. This, believe it or not, this is a Q&A. Right. Okay. So, anyways, the next question that I've got is: are there any new types of content that you'd like to create for Lovable Halo Addiction?
Well, I have a lot of content I want to work on. For example, I've made a Twitch account recently for Lovable Halo Addiction. I haven't streamed yet, but
Hmm.
I'm going to be doing like giveaways for that. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff when it comes to Twitch. Like anything you can think of for Twitch, I'll be probably doing it. So if you're listening
Nice.
to this, feel free to follow me. But besides that, I have a second YouTube channel because I've been YouTubing for maybe 6 years. Actually, ironically, March 3rd is when I made my YouTube channel back in 2015.
Hmm.
So 6 years. Like it's not as active as I used to be, but I still like release content from time to time on it. And the thing
Yeah.
about my YouTube channel is I was very sporadic. Like I'd be making different content that people wouldn't know what type of channel I was. So I guess
Yeah.
that didn't really help me that much when it came to getting people's attention.
Hmm.
So I would be making like GTA videos, Division, Destiny, you name it. I don't know if I should say Destiny in the stream because it's Halo. Uh-oh. Dun
It's
dun
fine.
dun. But the thing was, I just realized that I've been like always a Halo fan, and I've always wanted to make machinimas like all my life. I've always been inspired by machinima type content
Yeah.
ever since I watched RV and the Chief back in like high school.
Oh, legendary.
That was like my favorite thing. Master Chief Sucks at Halo. I remember getting that on my iPod video. That's how long ago it was. Okay, my iPod video, people. I managed to get Master Chief Sucks at Halo 3 on that, and I would watch that thing religiously. And I remember in high school, I'd always write these little machinima ideas. But me, being the stupid idiot that I am, never had like any computer smart, so I didn't know how to edit a video back then. Now I do. I know how to
Hmm.
make some form of machinima, and I've made some in the past, but they've never really gotten that much traction because I
Yeah.
realized that my main YouTube channel is sporadic, and I just want to have a channel dedicated to just one YouTube content, and that's Halo. But it's not going to be just like machinima type work. I've been over the summer, I've been planning out what I'm going to be doing for this YouTube channel,
Hmm.
and it's basically going to be a lot of things because I don't want to. I just want everything to. It's going to do everything with Halo, from photography, videos, machinima, my collection, for example. I'm trying to do it all in this one YouTube channel, and I just hope that people will just be a part of this experience because I'm going to be like looking for body actors, voice actors. I'm going to be looking for it all because I'm going to be needing all the help I can get. But then again, I know how to do this type of content. I've done in the past. So all it comes down to is taking that first step. And the first step
Yeah.
is probably the hardest for me because I've made content in the past. But when I always flip a new page, it's just different for me because I don't know. It's hard to describe. I'm trying to like say this without trying to sound like Shakespearean or try to sound too hipsterish. I'm just trying to say that it comes down to like what I'm gonna have to do first because I
Yeah.
have so much ideas that I've written in that book. I basically spent my whole summer just writing down ideas for this YouTube channel, and I just don't know what the first step's going to be. It's going to happen. I just don't know when. And I just hope people will be there when it happens because I'm going to try to do as much content as possible, not force content. It's going to, every video I'm going to come out with is going to be with love and it's going to have heart in it,
Yeah.
but it's just going to come down to what I'm going to start with first. Cause like, I'm very inspired when it comes to like mission based content. I've always loved the Twilight Zone. I've always loved oldie type shows that have always inspired me more than like shows of today. I think the
Yeah.
only show that really like inspired me personally, I guess, from drama is probably Breaking Bad, but that's a lot of people. Like Breaking Bad's such a great show,
Mhm.
and I just think that I've never like seen any show since Breaking Bad that actually really like touched upon like that type of drama. So I think like today's like videos I'm gonna be working on is going to be like a mixture of everything because I've got content from years ago that I've written that I've actually unearthed. I found my notebook of old ideas I've written in the past for like since high school.
Yeah.
And I'm going to like touch upon all of that in this channel. So that's really what it comes down to for Lovable Halo Addiction. I'm going to try to do anything I can. If I'm having
Yeah.
a good time, that's all that matters. So that's basically it. So
Sweet.
I know I talk fast. It's my specialty.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
No, I work at a retirement home, and I'll have to explain to them like what food they want, and they'll be like, "Sonny, you gotta slow down with the speaking." And I'll be like, and I'll just tell them the same thing. I'll think about it. So yeah,
No, it sounds good. It sounds like you
yeah,
got a lot of plans, and
yeah.
hopefully with the stuff you've mentioned, like machinima and getting body actors and all that. Hopefully, this little Q&A will help kind of bring people towards helping you out with some stuff like that as well, and help kind of people find out your stuff and connect with you, and
That'd be
should
amazing.
make that process a little bit easier.
Yeah, I might
Uh,
make a Discord actually. People were telling me to make a Discord actually, so I'm probably
ooh,
gonna make like a Lovable Halo Discord. Just probably I'll have little pages for it because I'm gonna tell you guys now. I'm not the greatest at Discord. I have it. I've joined communities. I'm very active in the Halo community of some sorts, but I think I'll probably make one where I guess I'll make like a body acting page and probably like a voice acting page if I
yeah,
ever need people. Because I've done like work, I've done machinima type work, not even just for Halo, but for like GCA, Division, Destiny, like the videos I've seen in the past. But I
hmm
like machinima type of work when it comes to in-game stuff.
yeah,
I like it more. I don't know. For me, like I love GTA. I know I'm switching the topic. I know GTA. Oh, terrible. But I think what I love most about GTA is not just like the game itself, but I think just the way that you get away with like the scenery is just so beautiful. And Halo, of course, has the same effect. But I feel like GTA has like a little bit better like I feel like I that's the problem I think with like Halo when it comes to like Halo machinimas and then other type of machinimas. You have like a different type of filming when it comes to stuff. Like for example, I did like some Destiny machinimas, and Destiny is very hard to do machinimas on that type of that work because unless you have like a special capture card and get like very good angles, you have to like
yeah,
do things a certain way, and that's the way I do it because that's the way I know. And besides that, I think Halo, I'm just blessed that there's a theater mode in Halo because
hmm
that helps me out so much. And same with GTA. GTA doesn't have a theater mode, but it has like some great places where you get to like go to amazing places. And I wish
yeah,
Halo had more custom games added on. I heard they're gonna add like a Halo 3 custom, a few more Halo 3 maps,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah. There's a
eventually.
couple more
So
getting
it
added.
just I want to do a lot of Halo 3 machinimas, and I feel like the maps we're given right now is not enough. We need more maps made. It's the game's been out for 13 years now. We need like a lot of maps on Reach. We need a lot of maps on 3, and eventually they'll come out. I just hope they come out soon because I think we need them if you want to keep Halo alive. We just need more stuff. Besides, like I love the what 343 has done for Halo, like the whole fact that we got new visor colors and weapon colors. I love that stuff, new
Yeah,
armor and everything. But I feel like we really just need new maps at the moment. That's like our biggest concern. So, and a custom browser would be nice as well. So we got a custom browser. I think my life would be
I think that's on
just
its way
set.
as well. I think I'm sure they talked about that in their last MCC development blog. But
Of
I
course.
mean, I think they did. But
Let's hope.
yeah, I mean, I'm just a Halo 5 fan crying that there's basically nothing new happening for Halo 5. So
Yeah, I actually went on there recently, and it was. I do like the customs. I have to say, I love Infection. I love like the typical run. Like, what's the survive or whatever? There's the one with the train, and you're usually in the train escaping from the zombies. That's usually like my favorite for Halo 5. That's like I think what keeps me going back on Halo 5 is the custom browser. That's what it comes down to. So
custom browser's wild on Halo 5
I
though.
love it.
Some
It's
of the
so good.
some of the stuff I've seen on there, it's like how is this allowed? Like like
Yeah.
some because obviously on the PC, Halo 5 Forge on PC, you can like upload like thumbnails and stuff for like
Oh
the
yeah,
maps you
I've
make.
I've
Oh my,
seen some
some of the
stuff.
thumbnails are so bad. Like they're so lewd and like, oh, they just
Yeah.
shouldn't be on there.
I just think 343 is not paying attention right now. They're like infinite, infinite, infinite. They're like nothing else matters right now. Infinite, infinite.
Infinite
Which I'm
and
okay with it.
MTC, but Halo 5 is like a naughty kid that's just like locked in his room constantly.
He goes out like once to get food and goes back to his room to play Halo.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
Halo 5.
that sounds like the dream, to be honest.
But yeah, like moving on to the Twitch stuff as well. Like I look forward to seeing you stream because I feel like there's always room for more like people to get involved with streaming, especially when it comes to Halo. I mean, I definitely need to pull my finger out and start streaming again.
Of course.
But yeah, it's cool. I look
I
forward
think
to
what I'm
seeing
trying
what
to
you do.
do. Thank you. I think what I'm trying to do really for Twitch though is I'm gonna just not try to do typical gameplay videos. I'm gonna say this now. I think I'd like throw up a little bit in my mouth if I were just doing like gameplay videos of me just playing online. Like
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be mean. Like Twitch, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But for Halo, like every time I looked at a Halo Twitch, it's always kind of like the same stuff. It's like always someone like playing online, like matchmaking. Like yeah, that's fun. Like as much as I'd love to watch a 40-minute, a 4-hour stream, and maybe he got a headshot here and there with that sniper rifle. That's amazing. I've never seen that before in a Halo game. I really just want to try to touch upon like other stuff to do in Halo. Like I'm more like excuse my French, like the fuck around type guy when it comes to
hmm
Halo. So I really want to like touch upon weird stuff in Halo when it comes to at least Twitch streaming. Like my friend showed me like a few cool mods I want to look into, and of
hmm
course I want to like do stupid stuff like that has like I think you probably want to like look at the screen and be like, what the hell is this kid doing? He has like, does he have some problems? Like, why is he punching Sergeant Johnson at the end of Halo 3? Like, for example, like I think the coolest thing like that Halo has to offer is like going out of the map and all the like
Yeah, I used to
glitches
love doing that in Halo 2.
that go with that. It's just so
hmm
fun. I think what baffled me the most for like glitches is the fact that you can actually get Sergeant Johnson on your Warthog at the end of Halo 3. That just baffled me.
Yeah,
Like everything. I was just
or
so
you can have
shocked.
multiple Sergeant Johnsons
That too.
as well.
I was
It's
like,
so
I was
cool.
always, I was always baffled by that. I'm like, wow, like this is like something I'd want to stream. If I could just, look more into Halo mods, I'd love to do that. But like I said, I'm gonna start doing more giveaways on my Twitch account, and I'm gonna try to get as much as active as possible. But right now, I'm like, this with COVID and everything, my job's like hours are very sporadic.
hmm
So when everything kind of simmers down a little bit, because right now I'm actually in quarantine right now because I was exposed to COVID. I'm fine, but like they said I was exposed, which is like I guess they basically kicked me out of my job. And I'm like, you gotta stay home for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay. So
Not gonna argue with that.
more Halo for me. Okay, whatever works. Like
Well,
what?
I'm glad to hear you're safe, anyways.
Thank you.
Um,
Holy crap.
but yeah, we've still got some questions, so we'll go back onto the questions. Um,
Impossible.
so the next question might be a bit of a tough one for you to answer, but it is: what is your favorite
Uh oh.
part of Lovable Halo Addiction?
What's my favorite past?
Your favorite part?
A Lovable Halo Addiction. Oh, that's a good one. Um, I think personally, my favorite part of Lovable Halo Addiction is probably just filming and making memories with people. I've met so many amazing people in my journey. And
Yeah,
what I wanted to do for Lovable Halo Addiction, besides just make typical Halo content, is look back at all the people that I miss. We've all played with players of Halo years ago. There's
yeah,
people that have played on like Halo 3 and Reach that are no more. And I could like name them off the top of my head. And I know they're gone. Like they've either just, I don't know what happened to them. I'm just going to say they're missing in action.
mm,
And for me, like I wish I'll see them one day, and I want to make new Halo memories, and that's why I'm finding a lot of new people to make these memories with. I've
yeah,
joined a few communities in the way and made some really cool new memories for like last year and this year. Especially there's a one community that's been like putting up with my nerdiness and my Halo photography and my Halo videos was the group is called Spartan War Games. And my
mm,
one friend who's a part of that community, I've been friends with him since Halo 3 actually, which is pretty crazy because we've only found out recently that that he knew me because I had like 12 gamer tags back in the day. And I remember
wow,
one time we were talking. Yeah, I know. It's let's just say I was very indecisive with my gamer tag until I just stayed with one gamer tag. But what's funny is this gamer tag I've had I used to be. I'm not trying to sound like the cat's meow because that sounds really cringy. But I used to be like the cat's meow back in Halo 3 because I used to host customs all the time, like Halo 3 customs. To the
Yeah.
fact that people would wait in like it, I never knew this happened until someone actually told me this recently. This one kid told me like on Facebook, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I remember waiting for your customs. Me and my friend would just wait in this lobby, and then whenever there was an opening, we would join." I'm like, "Wow, you're taking me back." But I used to go by like this gamer tag of Unlucky Charms actually, and that
Hmm.
was like my gamer tag, and I used to have like so many amazing memories as Unlucky Charms. And then I switched it like 12 times, but then went back to Unlucky Charms. But then I finally changed it like 10 years ago. So what was crazy is that kid that I met on Halo 3, he found out I was actually Unlucky Charms. So we've been friends for like maybe 14 years now, and we're still playing. And I'm still part
That's
of his
awesome.
community, and it's just phenomenal. I'm just shocked of like how long it's been, and we're still playing like the same Halo customs that's been
Yeah.
out for over 14 years. And I think that's what I love about Lovable Halo Addiction is the fact that I'm making these memories still and making new
Mm.
memories, and that I'm still preserving them and still like tributing the people I used to play with. The
Yeah.
fact that I get these old pictures I've gotten from Bungie.net and looking at all these kids that are gone now, but they still like live on my Instagram and my Facebook because I still
Hmm.
will make tributes to them. I'll let them be known. Like I think what was funny is when I first got Halo 3 and I got the security helmet back then, that was like the click. If you got the Halo security helmet back in Halo 3, before the I'm gonna say this now, before the VidMasters, people, before the
Yeah.
VidMasters, because that's when that was back then I thought you had real skill because you had to get all the achievements on Halo 3, and that was not an easy thing to do. Oh my god, the three achievements that killed me was running someone over in Lone Wolf with a ghost. I don't know why I could never do it. Getting a double kill with a laser in Lone Wolf, I could never
Yeah.
do. And I think the last one was like Legendary Halo 3, and that always took forever for me because I sucked at it. But I finally got it, and I got the Halo 3 security helmet. And then I got these two other kids that we would play with, and we would just like be these little bros with security helmets, and they're gone now. But like I just remember that memory of we were just like the click and the Halo customs, just chilling with our security helmets. We're like, yeah, we get things done. I'm in like this was like middle. This was like I was in 8th grade when Halo 3 came out. So like, yeah, I get shit done. I felt like if I look back at that now, like say the time frame was different and like it's like if I was that age when Fortnite came out, I'd probably be a Fortnite kid at the moment. It would be pretty bad. But like, yeah, I get shit done with my Halo armor. Yeah, with my
Nah,
squeaky voice.
those are good days. The
those are the
2007.
those are the best days. Oh my god. Like believe me, I'm gonna say this now. I'm not trying to trash Fortnite because I never really was a fan of Fortnite, and I will pick fun that Chief is in Fortnite. That's just me. If you like Fortnite, go right ahead, go crazy. But what's funny is, what was it? I just feel like there's no real, like I don't know. I just for me in Fortnite, like I feel like there's not really that much skill for Fortnite when it comes to like getting stuff, because you can just like buy it. Back in like Halo 3 days, you would have to actually like earn the armor by getting achievements and stuff. And I feel like people have touched out of that. It's just now buy it. It's like, do you want to get armor? Buy it. Just put $20 in. Like it's
I
no
mean,
skill
like
anymore.
everything has like battle passes and
I
stuff as well.
I hate that.
Which,
It's just
yeah,
I wish they stopped that, but they're not going to. So
no, that's just the way the industry is going now. I think.
it's sad. It's like I remember when someone would have something very rare in Halo, and I'd just be like, "No way! How did you get that? That's impossible!" Like remember when Halo 3 Recon was a thing? Remember that? Oh my god! Did
Yeah,
we? Were you?
I remember how
Were
hot. Like you'd come across someone who had a recon, and you'd be like, "Holy shit!" Like
yeah.
this person must have done something good to get this. Like the guy who you know like killed someone by getting the cone to kill, like blowing up
Oh
the
yeah,
explosives on the pit and getting the cone to kill him.
I remember that. That
That
was
that
so
guy got
funny.
recon. I remember reading about that back in like whenever it happened. That was good times.
That's a oh my god, that takes me back so much. It's crazy because like I tried so hard. You know what I really wanted back in Halo 3 days? It wasn't recon. I did like I like the shoulders more than I did the helmet in the chest. I always just
Yeah.
like the shoulders more. That was like my
Hmm.
favorite part because I love the katana. I still wear it to this day.
Yeah, the
But
katana's great.
I love the katana. But I always wanted to be on Bungie favorites, and that's always upset me as a kid because I never got on it. And I tried
Yeah.
so hard to get on Bungie favorites, and I would literally do everything Halo photography was offered back in Halo 3 days. I remember I would do the weapon art. Do you remember the weapon art? People would make characters and stuff.
Uh, not really.
Oh, basically, weapon art back in Halo 3 was people would get like weapons and Forge, and they would turn them into characters like Peter Griffin, Homer Simpson.
Oh no,
And
I know exactly what you mean because I had an anime girl on my file share made out of
oh yeah,
respawn points. I was one of those.
I had that one. But I made a few characters actually. I forget which ones I made because it was so long ago. But I feel like I made like Homer Simpson at one point, and it got a lot of attention, but never got me on Bungie favorites. And I've always wanted to get on Bungie favorites, but I never got on. I was like, oh my god. And it's like sad because I went on Halo 3, like old school Halo 3 recently, and it showed
Yeah,
like the last like pictures that were like published like until it went down the servers or whatever. And
yeah,
just like there was the same few pictures, which I remember, but it's just sad because I always wanted to get on it. That's another reason why I started my Lovable Halo Addiction, because I just love Halo photography, and I just hope that like people like appreciate that type of work. And I just like it takes me back because like the stuff I used to do to just try to get on like Bungie favorites was this insanity.
yeah.
My high school career, was I worrying about passing? Nah, let me try to get on that Bungie favorites. Maybe I'll be famous one day. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I
Yeah,
mean, I remember the first time like the Halo account retweeted something by me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I've made it!"
I know, right? They were
Man,
like
those are the
girls,
days.
girls be like, "Oh my god, sign my tits." Oh my god! You just have to go to like a girl and be like, "Hey, baby, I got you like to go out sometime?" She's like, "Ew, no," and be like, "Well, I was on Halo Spotlight or Bungie favorites," and she'd be like, "Oh my god, we don't even have to go on the date. Just take me back to your place, sweetie."
Imagine if only being a nerd was like that back in the day in 2007. Being a geek is like,
That's
it,
so sick because like
it,
I agree with you on that statement because I remember being a geek back then was such a
yeah,
bad
no,
thing. Now
being
it's
a geek back
praised.
then was like
Yeah.
you would get like bullied, you would get looked at weird, you'd get told that it was bad for
Ew.
you,
You
and
play
now
Pokemon
everyone
cards?
plays
Ew.
games. Yeah, now
Ugh.
everyone plays games. Like, there's not a single person who doesn't play at least like a mobile game, right? So
I don't know. It's different because like you know why? Because I feel like girls give like geek guys like a chance now because the whole Twitch logic. And it's
I'm not.
like,
I don't think we should go into the whole Twitch thing on this.
oh god, I guess not.
I
I don't
think
want to get anyone
that's
angry, but
yeah, that's a
that's one reason
very
probably.
heated discussion that we won't get into.
It's like, please stand by
um,
for a moment before I get canceled. But what's funny
uh,
is like it baffles me because like I'm not trying to be mean. Like I'm not saying like I'm some stud back in the day. I looked like one of those cringy Fortnite kids back in the day. Like oh my god, I looked pretty bad. Like want to hear how cringy I was back in like 8th grade? I was like I would used to get I got an airbrush of my gamer tag and I'd wear it with the hat. And I actually it was sad is my dad found a picture of it recently and I looked so bad. I was like, what the hell was I looking like back then? It's one
I
of those
was I
pictures
was
that
I was
your
pretty
eyes would
cringy,
burn.
to be fair,
It was
back in
pretty bad.
2007. I was like,
Yeah.
I was the type of kid that printed off his gamer tag and stuck it on the wall behind him while he played Halo. Like, that was me. Like,
That's
I
pretty
actually
cool.
did that.
I would have given you props on that. Like mine was more like let me wear a Burger King hat while playing a fire guitar. True story. I had a guitar that was like flames on it. I don't know why. I think my dad got it for me for like Christmas. And like I had a very bad picture and it's funny cuz like I think it's somewhere in my MySpace if it's still up. I don't know. It's still there
Oh,
somewhere.
MySpace, wow.
Yeah.
Flash
Remember when
from the
MySpace was a
past.
thing? Yeah, basically. But oh my god, that was oh god, I was so oh my god. It's like bringing up bring up my past I want to talk about. Oh god. But
Well,
it was fun though cuz Halo I have to say it was like the only good part of like, you know, the cringiness was that everyone got together and played Halo together. I
yeah,
think that's what it was.
you'd finish school and go home and play Halo, and that was life, and that was the only worry, was how, you know, how
Oh,
hard you'd get slapped by 50s in Halo 3 was the only
yep.
stress.
Yep. Oh, and the worst type of people to this day, the 1v1 people. Oh my god, I hated them so much. You remember the
I used to
1v1
love head
kids?
to head. I used to
I
1v1 in
did.
Halo 3.
No, no, no. I liked 1v1, but what I didn't like is when someone had a disagreement and their first logic was, "Want to 1v1 me? Do you want to 1v1 me? Like come at me, bro.
That's still
I'm
my
gonna
go-to.
I'm gonna camp in the corner with a mauler on Halo 3 Guardian." I was playing MLG yesterday and I'm so
I do that on
baffled.
Halo 5.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, if someone starts trash talking, I'll just be like 1v1 then. And then,
1v1 me, bro.
yeah, and the most of the time they won't, but when they do, it's just like I'll win by like the noobiest tactics possible because I know they're gonna get tilted from it. And then once they get tilted, it's an easy win anyway. But yeah, I used to do that on Halo 3. I used to be like, oh, okay, let's load up Guardians, and then I'll just camp shotgun tunnel the whole 1v1, and you just couldn't push it. So yeah,
That's the spirit.
I was one of those people that you didn't like.
Okay, so probably someone I cursed out back in the day when voice chat was. Oh my god, remember how bad voice chat was back in the day? Oh my god,
Yeah,
everything
but
was
I feel
racial
like
slurs
considering
and
how
cursing.
harsh
Ugh.
like voice chat was for like the time period, like I don't know, people should be able to handle a bit more these days, given that like we were brought up on Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and Halo 3 lobbies.
I think the parents now they think like we know what the past was with those Modern Warfare and Halo 3 lobbies, so we don't want our kids to be exposed to that type of stuff. I want to be the kid's friend and then the parent, basically.
Yeah, that there's too many different ways we could go with the conversation. I don't feel
Basically,
like we could talk about it forever. Um,
of
but
course.
yeah. Anyways, back to the question, which is my common
I've
phrase when it
noticed.
comes to these Q and A's.
It's a drinking game actually. Every time
Yeah,
he says back to the question, you have to take
exactly. Yeah,
a shot of a Halo 3 game fuel that's probably toxic right now and will probably kill you. So yeah,
probably stronger than alcohol, to be fair.
it probably
Uh,
is.
well, the next question I did have, we have actually already covered, which it was about like your plans throughout 2021 for Lovable Halo Addiction. We've already touched on that, which was the streaming, the YouTube stuff, just doing more of what you currently do, and maybe a Discord server, stuff like that. So yeah, we've already touched on that stuff, so we won't go through it again. Which leaves us to the last question.
Cue the
I know,
drum. Cue
quite
the drum
sad.
roll. The Star Wars
I
theme
do a
song
drum
starts
roll,
going.
but like I don't have drums, so
I got
sadly.
my steering wheel. Does that count?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, it counts. Yeah, drum roll.
Damn! I should be getting like a Grammy or something. Damn. Okay. What's the last question?
Last question. Yeah, I should actually ask it. Last question is, where should everyone go to see content from Lovable Halo Addiction?
OnlyFans, I think.
So yeah, there
No,
we
no,
go.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But really, the thing about Lovable Halo Addiction is you can find me kind of anywhere: Facebook,
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Sad to say. You can find me on. Did I say? I don't know if I said it. Twitch, Twitter. I'm like, there's so many like weird sites that I tried to get Lovable Halo my social on, and
Hmm.
it's very weird. Like I post on Reddit on occasion, and then just anything that really has a social media, I'm really probably just there. That's what it comes down to. Just search up Global Halo Addiction, I'll probably pop up. So that's
There
how
you
what it
go.
really comes down to.
Just
I'm
search Lovable Halo Addiction.
yeah, I'm trying to like reach out to the Halo community as much as possible. And like what people don't realize is that little if you see a little corgi with a little Halo helmet and a needle, that's Global Halo Addiction. I don't know if people like take my work and post it elsewhere. I've seen my work pop up on like random Facebook groups that aren't like that's not from my page, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with, to be honest. Like I always like when people tag me and credit me, of course. But like if it's like in weird areas that like the dark web, I'm not gonna like give some crap because then I'll be getting like a package with like a bomb in it or something. So I'll try to hold off on that. But
Definitely the one that happening.
what people don't really realize is that corgi actually has more of like a significance than people don't realize is because that was my dog back in the day. She passed away back in like 2019, and
Hmm.
that's right kind of when I started doing Lovable Halo Addiction, and I basically switched the character. My logo was originally just a Halo helmet with a needle,
Yeah.
and then after she passed away, I did that in her tribute. And I have this really nice kid on Instagram. His name's like Spartan403. I could be wrong. There's like 50 Spartans people with the Instagram name of Spartan
Yeah. Yeah.
on Instagram. You'll find a lot of Chiefs, UNSC, Spartans, or something with something Halo related. If you find Halo Instagrams, of course. But he was really nice, and he made me this fan art of her because her name was Casey. I also always called her Fudgy though because she was very fat. And it was a really nice tribute of the corgi with the cat with the logo, and then had the whole team of characters that passed away in Halo behind her, and it's been like my logo ever since because
Yeah.
it's basically just a tribute to her now.
Hmm.
Because I've taken a few pictures actually of like my Halo figures with her when she was alive, So it's
Yeah.
really just it's basically it's my tribute to her, because I've always done photography in the past, and it's just been recently, like 2 years ago, when I started to do Halo action figure photography. Because I used to do you can judge me all you want. I used to do just what started me into getting into photography was like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, when I got a BB-8 from Star Wars.
Mm, yeah.
I got one of those, like, I got like this toy BB-8 that's like very indestructible, actually. That thing's like a monster. And I used to do like a lot of photography with BB-8, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what gave me like the chops of taking pictures and actually like working on my working with a professional camera and just everything, lighting and everything. So I was basically, Halo figures was kind of just the same thing. Only difference is keeping them, making them stand still and making them not fall over every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Not
this
not
now. Those,
easy with Halo figures.
they're not. But no, what's worse? I'm not trying to be mean, but those new Jazzware figures, they're not easy to stand up. They're not, and
Yeah.
they can't bend that well. Joyride figures are the best figures to keep up. It really is. Like, they're so easy, Joyride figures. Like, unless they're very brittle because they're very old. Like, I have like a chief that his legs are like very brittle, that you
Yeah.
have to like smush them somewhere. You have to have him sitting down. You have to have him smushed somewhere if you want him to, stand still. But like those Halo Infinite figures, they're so hard to keep up. Like, I got the
Yeah.
Chief Infinite figure. He like it takes me like a good 10 minutes just to keep him like still, and then the wind will blow him over. So there goes 10 minutes. I'm like trying to get my lighting, and then Chief just falls over. If I can make a compilation of every time I'm swearing, every time a figure falls over when I'm trying to set up a shot, I probably have like a 3 hour worth video of just me swearing.
Maybe you
Like,
could have like a little section on your YouTube channel of like outtakes.
fucking, I have like one video somewhere on my Instagram where I went to the Arboretum. I had this white Spartan. It was really nice because it went with the white flowers in the background.
Hmm.
And it was really nice because it was just so beautiful. It went with the picture. And then I was trying to take a picture, and of course it falls over, and you just hear me in the background like just swearing up a storm, like, what the so it's how it goes. But really,
That's how it goes.
it's how it goes. That's life for you.
Sweet, awesome. Well, that's
Yeah.
just about covers all the questions I had. So,
Yeah,
uh,
guys, if I talk too fast, I recommend just maybe switching my audio to slow motion. That's the best bet. They'd be like,
uh, you can either do that, or if you're just interested in the answers to the questions, you can just check out the written version as well, because that's gonna be a thing. Uh,
that
so
works
yeah,
too.
we're
Can I
all
say
we're all
something in
set.
closing?
If you want to, yeah, feel
I
free.
do. I just want to say thank you for having me on this. It means a lot because, as being like a Halo content creator, and you just like appreciate my work, it really does mean a lot, because like I really don't know what like path I have when it comes to Halo, because I really don't know what people really even think of my work, because
Mhm.
I get mixed reviews, and like it discourages me a lot when I try to like get my work out there and it gets discouraged. So it does
Yeah,
take a lot out of me, like knowing that I'm putting a lot of time into this. I've been basically doing Lovable Halo Addiction for almost 2 years now, actually.
yeah,
So it's like, how can I describe this? It's been a very like amazing experience. I basically made Lovable Halo Addiction in the first place because I wanted to. Well, I already told you that. I'm saying that originally I thought of like promoting more my work is because I was going to make a lot more work for myself, so I could try to get in on that Halo spotlight
hmm,
vibe,
yeah,
try to get in with those people. Didn't do much, but still it was an experience for me. But what people don't realize is that I really don't know what my future is with Lovable Halo Addiction. But if I know that people are willing to, appreciate my work and just be there for me, then I know that I'm going on the right path.
yeah.
So that's what it really comes down to.
Well, that's part of
And
the goal with Halo Spotlight is to get your work out there a bit more, and hopefully more people can see what you do and can appreciate what you do. So
true.
fingers
I've also
crossed.
wanted I don't know if anyone has their click, but I am actually looking to be part of like body acting and voice acting. If
Mhm.
anyone is making a machinima, let me know, because I'll be down for it. I've done voice acting in the past, and even body acting, of course. But like I said, if anyone has like any Halo projects, I'm down for it. Even you, Spotlight, if you got anything, let me know, because I'm down to always try new things. I've been in a few machinimas in the past, so like I
Yeah,
said, I've always wanted to be more active in the Halo community, and it's just been crazy because like I'm so happy to see that people are still making Halo content, and that everyone's actually just coming together, and that the fact that Infinite's coming out soon is just gonna open up our like experience more. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Infinite's gonna be huge for the community, so I look forward to when that game releases. And in terms of machinima stuff as well, I know we featured a couple of machinimas that are currently in production, so maybe check out those pieces and the people who are producing those machinimas and reach out to them. Maybe they have some roles open possibly.
That would be interesting. I'd love to be part of that experience. Oh my god. I'm literally in my car right now, people, if you don't know. I'm chilling next to my empty Baja Blast bottle, right, or my empty Baja Blast cup, and my Taco Bell that's been finished for like an hour now. Damn, we really touched upon a lot in an hour.
Yeah, I
Damn.
mean these chats usually go on for just over an hour, so I think this might be the longest one yet, though. So that's an
Damn.
achievement.
I you're gonna hear the Xbox achievement, like that sound just pop up in a second, just like boop.
But yeah, we probably should call it there, because otherwise it's gonna be maybe a little bit too long.
Okay, can I say one more thing before we
Go
go?
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching this and letting me be a part of this experience. But I want everyone here to know, just stay tuned with me. Stay tuned with Lovable Halo Addiction. If you ever need anything, I got you when it comes to Halo. If anyone here in the world that plays Halo still and like needs help with anything, just let me know, okay? And I'll try to do my best. I'm trying to get as much. I can't. This is what happens when I talk so fast. But I'm just trying to. This is what happens when we talk for an hour and I speed talk. But I just want to say, guys, just be a part of this experience. I want to say thank you for Halo Spotlight for having me here, and also just thank you. And I'm happy to be a part of this experience, and I'm just happy that you guys watched this video. And also, thank you, Halo Spotlight. That's all I
Yeah,
can say.
no problem. Yeah, and I can echo some of that as well. Yeah, thanks for everyone who's took the time to watch this. I know it's been a bit of a long interview, but you know if you've made it this far, then thanks very much for listening in.
You
Thanks
deserve a
for
cookie.
you do deserve a cookie. Thanks to everyone who's checked out the website and you know read all the articles on there. If you're not familiar with the website and you've just found this YouTube video, the website is halospotlight.com. Of course, be sure to check out the Twitter account as well, which is halos_spotlight. Alternatively, you can use Halo Spotlight _ as well. That's also our Twitter account. And be sure to check out all of Lovable Halo Addiction stuff as well. And you know, give feedback on their content, and yeah, keep supporting both of us because we're both here for the community. So hopefully you all enjoy what we've been putting out. I'm going to close
Thank you.
the interview off there, but until next time, everyone, stay frosty. That's the Call of Duty saying, right?
I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
There we go. That's a better one. See you later, everyone, and goodbye.